Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this RV Leveler Pro. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So I've been making a number of RV related videos, and I'll put a link in the description of my RV playlist if you're interested in checking out those other videos. So what this is a device that you mount in your camper or RV, and it connects to your phone using Bluetooth, and it tells you if your RV is level or not. So it says Bluetooth wireless connection here, and it says 0.1 degree high precision. So let me get this out of here. So the idea behind this is that this is in your camper. You have your phone in your vehicle, and you can see if your camper is level without even getting out of your car. So here's the device, and this is some mounting tape. It looks like we have instructions in here. So if you use a device like this, and then one of these curved levelers, let me get this in frame here, like this, and I have one of these, you can put this in front of your wheel like if you're at a pull-through site. You can have the leveler in here, pull up your phone, and you put this under the low wheel, and you just pull forward until this says it's level. And once it says it's level, you stop, put on your parking brake, put it in park, go out, and put the chalk in there to lock it in place, and then you're done. So you don't have to get out and look at different levels. You're done with side-to-side level, and then you can level your tongue jack to get the rest level. So this here says please install the device vertically with the label arrow pointing upwards. So let me look at the manual here, and it looks like you can mount this with this double-sided tape or with these screws. So it looks like this switch here is an on-off switch, and it completely disconnects the battery, so that would help maintain the battery. So when this is turned on, it will go into sleep mode or low energy mode in about an hour. When you turn it on, it will beep to let you know it's on, and they're recommending you turn it off when you're driving or when you're at your destination after you're done using it to maintain the battery. So this talks about installing it. You want to install it vertically, as it says on the sticker there. You want to download the RV Leveler Pro app, create your account. You can download it on Google Play or Apple App Store. So it has a setup process. So here's a screen from that setup process. So it's going to ask what type of camper you have, things like that. Enter the width and length of your vehicle. So I'll be walking through that procedure. And here it talks about using it. It says move your vehicle to the position you need to level, connect to the app, turn the device on. So here's some diagrams telling you how to level. It says level the vehicle on the left and the right, level the vehicle front to back, level the drivable vehicles. So I'm going to get this set up in the app and I'll demonstrate its usage. Okay, so I want to share something I was just testing here, and this back was clipped on here, and I just put a screwdriver in one of these little slots and I popped it open so I could get to the inside. And here you can see the batteries. It takes two CR2450 batteries. So I'm guessing these batteries will last a long time if you switch it off regularly, and it also goes into its sleep mode too. It has this little tag that says remove after washing. I think that's on the beeper. It's probably after they rinse the board. That's probably not a big issue that that's still on there. It probably makes it a little quieter, which is fine. So I can line this back up, and actually this can go on either direction, it looks like. But I'll line it back up and snap this back on. So something to consider if you use that self-adhesive pad to put this on, you may have trouble getting here to pry. There are pry tools you could use. It may be a little tricky. If you screw it on, then you could always unscrew it to remove it. So now I'm going to install the app on my iPad. Now normally I would put this on my phone, but I'm recording with my phone right now. So I'll just go to the App Store and I'll search for RV Leveler Pro. Here we can see the app. I'll hit get. Okay, the app's installed. I'll hit open. It wants to use Bluetooth, I'll say OK. It wants to send notifications, I'll say allow. Here it says no device found, so I'll flip the switch on here. Okay, it beeped twice. I'll hit rescan. It says please make sure your device has been installed as shown in the picture. So I'm just going to set this up for now. I'll hit next. It says installation guide. So I'll scroll through these. We have travel trailer, fifth wheel, class B or C, pop-up hybrid camper, class A. So I have a travel trailer. I'll hit next. It says select the units of measurement. These all look correct, so I'll hit next. So it wants the RV width. It wants the width from the outside of the tires, and then it wants the length. So it wants the length from the center of the rear wheel to the jack. So that could be a little tricky to measure. What you could do is have someone go under the trailer at the axle, hold it in the center of the axle, and then go to the center of the jack. So I can tap in here and enter these measurements in. So I haven't measured these yet because I wasn't sure exactly what measurements it would need. So hopefully it'll let me change this later. I'll hit next. It says select the location where the device is installed. So I'll just say label faces rear. Select the desired minimum resolution. So we have quarter, half, 1 inch, and 1¼ inches. So I'll just keep it at 1/4 inch. At the bottom it asks how long you want to wait before it goes to sleep. I'll just say 1 hour. I'll hit next. So here's the installation guide. If your RV has slide outs and you would like to set up the balancing equipment to compensate for slide lean, then extend all of your slide outs out. Step 2 is level your RV using traditional leveling methods. Step 3, once the RV is level, retract all your slide outs. This will put your RV in a slightly off-level position that you will want to return to when leveling with balancing equipment at a campsite. Step 4, set outside your RV to ensure that you aren't creating any motion during the set process. After clicking keep level, the device will record this position as the leveling point for future RV leveling. Please make sure your RV is level before checking, otherwise it will affect normal use. So I'll say skip this step. I'll hit confirm. So I'll go back and do this later. Okay, here it's doing an overview of the app. It says you can check the battery level of RV Leveler Pro. I'll hit next. Next, it's showing us the settings. Here it has back view, side view, and top view. Level the RV on the left to the right. Level the vehicles from front to rear. Show the direction and height of the RV that needs to be adjusted. Record the balance point of the current position of the RV. View and apply all balance points recorded by this device. I'll hit next. Okay, so I think this is the screen. Let's look and see if I raise this. Okay, you can see that is going up. Of course, this is not going to be very accurate. I haven't put any information in this yet. But we can see the different values moving, and you can see the icon is moving on the screen. And that's the rear side view. I'll hit top view. And here we see the same thing, the values. So it looks like there's a thermometer in here too. It's 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and it looks like the battery's at 53%. So it doesn't seem like the batteries were full when I got it for some reason. So I'll have to keep watch of that. Maybe that'll last 5 years, maybe it'll last 6 months, I'm not sure. So I'll just keep track, and if it starts getting low, I'll order some replacement batteries. So let's look at the profile here. So it looks like I can log in for some reason, and then if I hit the little gear here, we can change the different values, okay? So that's a basic overview of the app. I'm going to go find the exact measurements for my camper, and then I'm going to install this in the camper, and I'll set that all up in the app correctly. So I have my camper parked on this slab, and it's pretty level, but it wasn't perfect. So to really dial it in, I just used a hydraulic jack here. I think one of those scissor type jacks would also work well. And I just raised it up, I don't know, a quarter inch or so. But this was a pretty precise way to raise it up in my drive. So I'm checking the level with this 2-foot level, and I have it over the axle area here. So this is front to back. And to level this, I use the tongue jack, and then I have side to side. Now, if I move this level to the front or rear of the camper, I get some different readings. I had to take it from somewhere, so I figured over the axle would be the best spot, and I'm doing it on the floor. So now I need to mount this somewhere. I have a cabinet here with a solar charge controller. I figured this would be a pretty decent place to put it because I can't put anything in here that will block that. So I'll probably mount it maybe right over here. Okay, I got this mounted in here. I used the screws that came with it, and I just pressed real hard on the Phillips screwdriver, and it went right into this paneling. I didn't have to pre-drill. So now I can turn this on, and I'll head into my app, and here we are. I'll hit the gear. I still need to put the correct measurements in. I'm going to do that when I transfer it over to my phone. So I want to tap this here where it says keep level. It says make sure your RV is level before pressing keep level. Make sure your RV is completely level. If your RV has a power slide out rooms, the RV should be leveled with the slides out. I'll say keep level. And now it remembered the setting. So if I'm making adjustments from here on out, it will change these values. So that's the RV Leveler Pro. I think this is going to make it a lot easier to level my camper. But that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.